Hello everyone, welcome to Kibera News Network School Show. In our school edition today, we visited Palmolive Academy. Be ready to see what these amazing kids have for us.
In front of you is Palmolive Academy from grade 3, ready to present to you our folk song. So sit down, relax and enjoy yourself. Welcome. Malichanya, dudu mielore malichanya, sami werongaro.
Dudu mielore malichanya, dudu mielore malichanya, sami werongaro.
Dudu mielore malichanya, dudu mielore malichanya, sami werongaro.
Dudu mielore malichanya, dudu mielore malichanya, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo naivasha, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo naivasha, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo nakuru, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo nakuru, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo naivasha, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo naivasha, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo Mombasa, sami werongaro.
Omia chopo Mombasa, sami werongaro.
Zinzin jambo, zinzin jambo, zinzin.
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 Zakurora karasimba, zinzin.
Zakurora karasimba, zinzin.
Zakurora karasimba, zinzin.
Zakurora karasimba, zinzin.
Maundo gaya taga, zinzin.
Maundo gaya taga, zinzin.
Maundo gaya taga, zinzin.
Maundo gaya taga, zinzin.
Makumna mrambe zinzi kaduvuri zingure zinzin jambo.
Makumi na mrambe zinzi kaduvuri zingure zinzin.
Baba ungaro ikende. Baba ungaro ikende.
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 Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te. Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te.
Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te. Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te.
Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te. Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te.
Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te. Skunde kana donjo class ogero te te te.
The name Palmolive was coined from Palm Sunday. It is biblical. Now, on the day Christ was entering Jerusalem for the last time, they laid palm trees on the road. And then we thought, what name would we identify ourselves with, which would have an acronym which resonates with the people around. Then the idea of Palm Olive Academy came. The acronym would be POA. So it both resonates when you get the name in full, and the acronym is Kiswahili. So at Palmolive tuko poa.
Mbele yenu gredi ya 3 tayari kwa kariri ya shairi lenye mada vyakula vya kiasilia. Karibuni.
Mama unikaribisha, uji mtamu wa wimbi tayari mezani. Nguvu twaipata mbio mbio shuleni, darasani twasoma vyakula twavienzi. Wakati wakishuka wasiwasi hatuna, mama amekausha samaki kwa sima, matunda kila aina, mapera mojawapo, furaha darasani, vyakula twavienzi. Chajio mezani, nyuso za furaha, Mola twashukuru, lishe bora twapata, viazi mboga na maziwa, upishi twafurahia, usingizi mtulivu, vyakula twavienzi. Asanteni.
2006. somewhere in November. That is when the idea of starting a school was born by a few like-minded people who came together and thought of the need of bridging the gap that is ever so glaring in pursuit of education. It is common knowledge that the government facilities may not accommodate every child from Kibera. So that's where we came in.
In front of you is Masli Momina, ready to present you a song. Sit down, relax and enjoy. Thank you. Water in the garden, water in the sea, water in the air, water is all around us. Water is a gift from nature, so be thankful for water. Let's save water together. Let's save water together. La 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 la. Water high in the sky, rain on the green grass. Water is what flower drink.
Habari yako?
Nzuri.
So utatuambia turudie tena jina yako na shule yenye unasomea?
Naitwa Masli Momina, natoka Palmolive Academy.
Oh, nice. You are in grade
4.
Wow. So Masi,
Yes.
what do you love about your school?
Because it have the abilities, it teach pupils good to learn. Yes.
And what do you love about your teachers?
Our teachers, and they are kind. Yes.
Wow, nice.
When Jesus was born in Bethlehem in days of Herod the king, behold, 3 wise men came from the east to Jerusalem, saying, where is he who has been born to be the king of the Jewish? For we have seen his star and we have come to worship him. And when Herod heard this, he was troubled and Jerusalem. Thank you.
So kindly tell us your name and the school that you are in. Na ulianza kufanya shairi lini?
My name is Brandy Shantel and my school is called Palmolive Academy. I started to teach the class maybe on Tuesday. That was only my dream to teach them. Now they know.
And why do you love doing shairi?
I love it because it's my dream and maybe I can make it up to myself and it's my dream.
Wow, nice. That's nice. And I can see that you are in a traditional attire. What do you love about all of this?
My mother just gave me some money, so I asked the teacher to go to tell all of the girls to go and buy the laces and boys to make their harps and jingles. But it was very hard to make jingles. Now we just prefer that they can just wear the hat.
So you've made this one by yourself? Huh?
No, this is for someone, but mine is all here.
Wow, that's great. You're doing a great job. High five.
We are here today still doing the same thing that we had aspired to do, though with greater objectives. We're thinking of having an opportunity to expand our school by getting a place where we can call our own.
This is Palmolive Academy. We are grade 4 learners. We have a rap song.
Need a bad boy, being a snooper. Warazi wote miwa wanawanyuka. Wana test nikifika. Nidhamu yangu tisti kama nyuka. Wanangisia. Hamsa Kibera Kenyatta wanaishia. Hamsa Kibera Kenyatta wanaishia. Hamsa Kibera Kenyatta wanaishia. Cheza na ligi ya sura yako. Cheza na ligi ya sura yako. Cheza na ligi ya sura yako. Cheza na ligi yako.
wanakudharau ati si ndo majuni. Fika mtakwetu tutakung'orea heshima ndogo, leta hapa baki umevura, kijifanya papa bado takunyuri, sindo papa wako singa na wota, wendo bata pang'anga mingi na wota, wezi rada ndapigisha makata, wezi dunga tatuliana, tutawangenge si tunamanga, tukichosheka tunawapanga, vum 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 kama nganya, vum 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 kama nganya, cheza na ligi ya sura yako, cheza na ligi ya sura yako, cheza na ligi ya sura yako, cheza na ligi yako.
In front of you are the candidates of Palmolive Academy, ready to present to you a poem known as If You Elect Me.
Sweet tongue domo tamu, had a mouth that did no harm, except pour out countless words, as silvery as playing cards. If you elect me to that august house, you will no longer be poorer than a church mouse. I shall turn up the roads, provide clean water, I shall your entire lives alter. And the people nicknamed him Poverty Striker, and they elected him quicker than it takes to say abracadabra, or come and see my candelabra. Days turned into months, months into years. Promises became music to their ears. As the people struggled to survive, Domo Tamu bought himself a four-wheel drive. And in the midst of despair and pain, Domo Tamu launched his re-election campaign. And the people said, once beaten, twice shy, never, never, and you know why. Thank you.
I do not know why one would want to choose other schools, but I know why they would want to choose us. And that's what I'm going to narrow it down to. We try very much to make the learning process an all-inclusive process and make it as enjoyable and empathetic enough to understand the children and their challenges and to meet them at the very point of need. So the challenges that they face, we first try and understand them, and then from there we will know what would be best or what would be for the best interest of the child.
Welcome everybody to the Palmolive debate. Today our motion is life in urban areas is better than life in the rural areas. Our proposers are the class 7. We have David Mumbia, Isaac Ochieng, Beryl Adhiambo, Winnie Mula and Precious Kageha. The opposers are the class 8 for the candidates with Weisman Geoffreys, Fidel Castro, Stanislas Doris, Beth Purity and Valentine Atieno.
Yes, as has been mentioned by our speaker, the debate today is life in urban areas is better than life in rural areas, and I will be the first opposer. I would like to say that people in urban areas often get sick because of the fumes from industries and vehicles. There are some vehicles whose engines are not well maintained, so they do not burn the fuel content well, so they emit carbon monoxide, which is harmful to human health, which can cause lung cancer. So oftenly they get sick, compared to the poor in rural areas who do not get sick oftenly because most of the roads are maram and most cars do not pass that area.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this chance to talk. I'm astonished that Weisman has said that life in rural areas is better than life in urban areas, because if we have maram roads, sometimes cars stick on the road and do not go anywhere. Sometimes goods are not able to reach some places, and I do not agree with them for saying that those fumes are dangerous, because those things help us in manufacturing of tea, coffee. If you have tea leaves, where are you gonna take them?
That's a good point from our proposers. We see that they have great progress. Let's see if the proposers can match up to them.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this chance. And I wanted to give out a fact that life in urban areas is bad because of the life that our youths live nowadays. In the common areas in Kibera, slums, the youths most of the youths are dying, and mostly due to their behaviors and what they do in their everyday activities. Like the young children who are not the age of 18 start driving motorbikes, and they end up in accidents that give them fatal injuries.
So we would like to have a word from one of the proposers. Whose name? Isaac Shule.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for giving this opportunity. I would like to disagree with what Fidel Castro said, because even rural areas have some youths who take bang and alcohol, and even those are some of the places where these drugs come from. And I would like to say that life in urban areas are better because that's where we have a lot of job opportunities. That's where our parents go to get the jobs. And without urban areas, there will not be a lot of doctors, engineers, mechanics, and all these people who help the community with their jobs. And without urban areas, we will not have these opportunities to go to other countries to learn other things, like getting scholarships and other things.
As you can see, the progress is going well. The proposers are standing firm with their motion, and let's have Chancellor Doris from the opposers.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this chance to oppose the motion. As it had been said by Isaac, I want to oppose him. All those people who work in the urban areas, they too have they come from the rural areas. They were not born in the urban centers, and all the raw materials that they process in the industries, they come from the rural areas. They're grown there and then later transported to the urban centers so that they can be processed. It's only that the rural areas lack more industries, but all those raw materials come from the rural areas. And what factories could exist if there are no raw materials?
As you can see, the opposers have started gaining back their strength, and they are coming back with a great comeback. So the next proposal.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Sorry. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to say that life in urban areas is better than life in rural areas, because without some people, us living in these areas, in urban areas, we use latrines, but people in rural areas use pit latrines or flying toilets.
Thank you very much, Beryl, for speaking. I'd like to welcome Beth.
Thank you, Mrs. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I would like to oppose Beryl, saying that in rural areas we don't have toilets or pit latrines. I mean, the government is helping us with those things, and you find that most people in urban centers, like in slums, they just choose like anywhere those, I don't know, taros that they have there, they just go and help themselves there, don't care. But and also in the rural, people live like in a brotherhood. They can't steal from each other.
Like we've heard from Beth Purity, with a very firm point, she's proven us that rural people are better. Let's see what the urban people have to say.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to propose. I would like to say that urban areas are the areas that I mean, rural areas are the areas that are most attacked by pests and diseases. It's like rural areas are they have the most criminal cases.
There's one more opposer and a proposer, so you just want to see what they have to say, then you'll get it from the rest of the debaters and be able to choose the winner.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this chance to speak. I would like to oppose her, as she has said, that it is only in urban areas that you can find easy hospitals so you can go and treat someone. In urban areas, it is not easy to trust the doctors there because some of them are even paid to kill a person, and they can do anything to kill you just as long as they're being paid.
Thank you very much, Valentine, for saying that point. Let us have the last proposer, then we can now get it back to the people.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to propose that life in urban areas is better than life in rural areas. I like to propose this because, as Valentine has said, there are very many cases. I like just to admit that cases in rural areas, they are not many, but in urban areas there are many. So if we just think of Nairobi. Nairobi during the lockdown, people had income and they could get food, clothing and other materials that they need in their basic lives. And look at just the rural areas. Just think of Eldoret. It didn't have income. The people there were suffering very much because there were some lorries that were traveling from Mombasa to Busia, but those lorries, they were going there to Busia. At that border, they had to stay there to be given certificates to cross that border. So, and they did not even carry any goods because there were lack of goods.
I would like to say that that was a good debate, and the proposers won because of mostly the points given from David and let's just say Isaac, and Precious a little bit boosted it. And in this point, if there were more opposers to bring strong points like Stanislaus and Beth, you would have gotten the championship. But don't worry, there'll be a next time, and you've been beaten by 5 marks.
You did a great job, and I'll admit that it was a stiff competition. So, okay, and I'll just allow me to generalize this topic. Okay, in whichever place that you are, just make it comfortable for you to live. So there's no better place. Urban area is good for those people who are there, and also rural area is good for those who are here. So I just want to encourage you guys. You're the candidates, right? Yes. I'd love to encourage you that just put God first. You're not even the losers. I'll just say that you did your best, and that's where your best took you. And make sure next time you do more than what you did today. And remember to work smart. And I understand that you guys have an examination come next year, March. So, okay, I'm gonna promise you this. Next year I'll bring for you success, a big success for the candidates. And see you next year. And next time, not next year. So anytime soon you might see me. So just put God first and work smart, and remember to do what? To be respectful. Respect each other and respect one another. It doesn't matter where you're from and the age or the class. And I also want to thank you for hosting us. You guys are the best above the rest. And thank you. And we feel appreciated.
For us, integrity is at the core of everything. We do not give parents results that do not reflect the ability of their children. we are sincere and forthright. So what the parent gets is a true reflection of that.
We have come to the end of our school show today, and which show is this?
School show.
Which school is this?
Palmolive Academy.
And which channel is this?
Kibera News Network.
And today's show has just reminded me where tradition used to be tradition. See you again as we will be visiting our different school. Bye.